Hey everybody, it's me, Loki, Loki9, and the wonderful people at Montebello have indeed allowed me early access at Banners of Ruin. It's currently in an early beta stage, so if there are any glitches or jaggies or anything like that, that would be the reason why. But in Banners of Ruin, you assemble your party, answer the call, and win the war. You build a deck and fight a series of turn-based combats with up to 6 party characters throughout the city of Dawn's Point. Each character can unlock a set of unique cards and abilities that can augment your deck in powerful, exciting ways, and I've seen Banners of Ruin described to me as being a mishmash of Armello and Slay the Spire, with a few elements of Game of Thrones right on in there, and so, well, I'm excited about all those things, so why would I not be excited about Banners of Ruin? New game, tutorial, yes. Banners of Ruin, the Blackfoots have been dealt a mighty blow by the fearsome House Ender. Landon seeks his revenge. You and others loyal to the cause have been asked with bringing the great city of Dawn's Point to its knees, but the odds are against you. Oh no, not the odds. Party information. This hotbar up here with a little pori-do allows you to see how many cards are in your deck and the number of members in your party and the florins in your possession. Okay, so we've got 1 person in our party, 8 in our deck, and no florins. We are broke. No broke. What about chicken? View your deck. Try clicking the deck icon. Can do. So, yeah, when we click on our deck icon, we have some wonderful, beautiful artwork. Look at that. Look at that rush. Look at that little mouse doing a stabby stab. Your deck. These are all the cards you'll take into combat with you. This includes any cards your characters are carrying. If they die, the cards go to. That's interesting. It's like a permadeath Slay the Spire mechanic. That's pretty damn cool. View your party. Try clicking the party icon to go into the party screen and view your characters. Bam. We have a weasel. We have a Wenderly Weasel boy. Here you can see all the characters in your party. Try selecting him. Wenderly. Character screen. We have medium armor and a hatchet. If this breaks the target's shielding, gain 2 something. Charge. Yes. Damage is increased by the stacks of charge. That's cool. So we have a hatchet. Nice. Hatchet is a one-handed axe, as indicated in the top right of the card. Oh yeah, it says axe right up there. Their secondary slot is free and can take another one-handed weapon card, so you can dual wield. 2-handed weapons, great axes, great swords take up both of the pauses. Street lanes. Your campaign will take place across several streets, each with an elite enemy at the end. So, as with Slay the Spire, rather than an act, it's a street lane. Street lanes. Each lane in the street leads to a service. Once you're done with the service and fight the elites, you'll move on to the next street. Okay, simple, simple. Bam. Herbal remedy, something, and pot shot. Campaign cards. It looks like some guards are in your way. The cards on the left and right have counters. After selecting a card, any counters on the remaining cards will tick down. When they reach 0, they'll be removed from the street. Oh no, Wenderly's hurt, which you can actually see in the top left, and that means I should take a herbal remedy and heal up if I'm going to survive the next fight. Herbal remedy! The last remaining Blackfoot brew you brought with you is leaking, but the foul liquid will still work its magic. Oh no, heal party to 100%, so if I click on that, that is healing straight up, and you've got to click on the left or the right, and I'm guessing you can try and sneak alongside them now. You need to regroup with your companion, who must be somewhere in the centre lane. You'll have to resolve that combat to see what's further down the street, okay? So, tunnel walls, I can't get past them, it's blocked. Tunnel walls is blocked. So, sharp granite stones flank you thick with moss and smelling foul. This tunnel doesn't see much use. Oh, I love the flavour text. I love flavour text in video games. 2 guards block the path. Let's go. Ah! Combat? Oh, they're bunnies! Oh wait, they're not bunnies. Are they mice or bunnies? They've got big ears for mice. Vitality and armor. Vitality is a character's health. If this reaches 0, character will die. Defense is granted by character's armor. Okay, so I've got 14 defense, and better armor can be acquired later in the game. Very well. Stamina and will is another thing, so we've got stamina at the bottom and will at the right. Stamina replenishes to its max value each turn. Will does not replenish. Cards cost stamina and will. A character can only play a card if they have enough of each stat. Okay, so we can see here that I've got different numbers for the stamina down here. So no mercy would be 0 stamina, 0 will. Whereas a hatchet would take 1 stamina. That is our currency. Enemies come in all shapes and sizes, including these smaller-ratty boys. They have vitality and defense just like me, but use a range of abilities. Very well, and you can see their intent. So they are looking to block, it seems. Light armor, they start each combat with 6, okay? And no language string out. Again, because it's early access beta, there are going to be some bits and pieces where it's going to say no language and all that jazz. So, enemies intend to attack me for 8 each. Oh no, you can see who an enemy is targeting by hovering them. Okay, I can actually see now. So rather than blocking for 6, yeah, they are actually attacking me for 8. Simple enough. Enemies attack in the order of their position, so at the top, and then that boy down there. Weapons can only be played by the character wielding the weapon. The symbol at the top matches my character's symbol. So yeah, because Wenderly has that symbol, we can see the hatchet is only equipped by Wenderly. Try using the hatchet to attack the enemy. Okay, so we'll attack that boy first. So if I click on that, I want to attack that boy, because he's the one that's going to be attacking me first. Like so. But his armor blocked some of it because he had 6 armor. Very simple thing so far. Your character gains charge. Charge is a status effect. Statuses can trigger at various points in combat, and you can hover above effect to see what it does. So here, the charge time this character attacks, or for every attack in a multi-attack, the damage is increased by the stacks. So Wendley is about doing perhaps little bits of damage, but by stacking it up, they can get like a flurry of blows, so they're increasing adrenaline almost. That's quite cool. That's quite interesting indeed. So we've got a little bit there. And multi-attacks. Some cards deal several attacks at once, such as Rush, which deals 1 damage 3 times. With multi-attacks, charges applied to each attack in the chain. So again, that's like stacking on top of adrenaline. So with that, because I've got an additional 2, I'll be dealing something like 9, I think? 6, 9, yeah. It's very simple indeed. No Mercy, you showed them you're out of stamina, but one of your cards costs 0 to play, so we might as well do it. Deal 6 to the opponent with the lowest vitality. They're the only opponent on the field, therefore No Mercy can be used against them. Perfect. And then you can end my turn, because I've got nothing else to do. Discard pile of shuffled and do draw. Basic Slay the Spire stuff. And I'm actually going to keep using Slay the Spire and Omello as reference points here, because I was actually provided this little code, thanks to the developers, because I've played Slay the Spire in the past. So let's keep wiggling along. There we go. Opponent's turn. No, don't stab me, little mouse dude. Ow. You what, mate? You having a giggle? Finish him. Sharpen steel. You what? You die now. So you got money, and we also gain a card. Again, very simple stuff. Very simple stuff indeed. So at the end of your combat, yeah, you gain money and you gain cards. So let's pick a card. And we have all of these things, but I would actually like to see what the cards are. Type formation, each character in your flank gains 8. That's pretty good if you're in the middle. Coordination, if active character is in the front rank, deal weapon damage. If they're in the back rank, apply 3 to an ally in the front. So that could be quite useful later on down the line. And setup, deal 6 damage and apply 2 something. 2 vulnerable, okay, very simple. Draw 2 cards is pretty good. Draw 2 cards is pretty good. And from what I've seen, you don't draw cards at the start of your turn, so card draw could be quite important, so we'll go with that one. Go with setup. Thank you very much. Moving on up. Whee! An old friend. Congratulations, you emerged victorious, revealing your companion. Select an old friend to add them to my party. Thank you, and any cards will be added too. So, an old friend, we get an additional party member, and we're suffering an ambush! Oh heck, that's a lot of ambush. Ambush, ambush. Ambush blocks all the remaining lanes, resolving any one of these cards resolves them all. Excellent. So let's enter combat. So now we've got a bear friend called Rentford. They're quite big and heavy. They've got a double-handed sword thing. It looks very stabby, basically. It looks very stabby indeed. Enemies on different ranks attack on alternating turns. So the first set will have this big hair boy and this little rat boy, and then we'll have this rat gal at the back attacking us in the next turn. So they won't all 3 of them attack at once. Very well. Stamina and will, so they've both got their own stamina and will. That makes a lot of sense also. So there's a bit more depth, which I do appreciate. So if this breaks the target, shielding, gain 2. So we've seen Wendley's good with that, so we might as well just attack them. If I can use that. Oh, I'm going to select my companion. Boo! Try changing the active character. There we go, to my companion. They have a great sword. A 12 damage, attacks all targets on the rank. That's very good, so it's like a big sweep. Like a big sweep, right? Yeah, like a big sweeping blow. Excellent, and then we can switch characters again. Bam, and we can keep on doing it. So yeah, we can actually now use the hatchet, and we can go against... Ooh, No Mercy, draw 1 card, game 1. We'll go against you, because you look very stabby. You look very stabby indeed. Yeah, I'm doing it. Attack the enemy on the rear flank with the hatchet. Oh, you want me to hit them instead. Finish them off with a rush, and you can take them out. Okay, so we'll do that one. Then what do you want me to do? Finish them off with rush. Finish them off with rush. There we go. And then you can take out another enemy with No Mercy. Okay. So the game is just telling me how to play the cards at the moment, but it's evidently not going to be that easy once we get into the more complicated bits and pieces. My turn, and I've actually drawn a whole new set of cards, so my card draw wasn't as much of a problem as I did indeed anticipate. So Sharpen Steel on you, and you're deaded. And we get some more Florins. Does that mean we're in, like, medieval France? I'm pretty sure Florins is like a medieval French thing. And Rotate, swap positions with a target party member. Taunt, select a target if the position in front of them is vacant, move them into it. And Solid Footing, that is a lot of that. Pacify, this character cannot play cards, ticks down by 1 each turn. That's pretty good, though. That's a really good defensive maneuver, so I may go with that. And we've leveled up someone! We have leveled up Wendley. I really like that name. It's a beautiful name. There we go, Wendley. What do you have now? You've got a new card, Attrition, Rising Storm, or Sulfuric Bomb. And these cards are ones that will be removed if the character dies. There is slight elements of permadeath in there. Deal 5 damage X times for each unique status effect on opponent. That is quite cool. Rising Storm, lose all stamina, gain twice that amount in charge. Or Sulfuric Bomb. That's a very small amount of text. If active character in front rank, target rank gains 5. If active character in back rank, target rank gains 10 poison. deals damage equal to stacks of poison at the start of the enemy's turn. Okay, we're going with poison. We are going with poison. I really enjoy poison in Slay the Spire, so we're definitely going with poison. We've got a little Wendley Weasley boy throwing poison into the back lines. And then I get to upgrade my stamina or will, so I can have more stamina or more will. We've not seen anything in the way of will yet, so we're going to be going with stamina. Excellent. And we continue to wiggle along. We can enter the city. A small hatchway leads into a damp, dark chamber behind the city wall. For House Blackfoot! Enter. You open the hatch and enter the city with your little whiskers poking out. Combat. Combat or combat? I wonder what I'm going to do today. Combat. Big old heckin' load of boys. Big old heckin' load of boys, and we don't have any of the good stuff. Boo. Okay, instead we're going to be throwing... I was going to say solid footing down, but we might as well just hit them with a hatchet, because that seems like a good idea. There you go, hit them with a hatchet. That works. Then we're going to be going... do the opponent with the lowest vitality. Well, that's sorted. We can just do that. There we go. They're dead. So that's one lad dead. We can then perhaps get our big boy with this, maybe? Get a little bit of solid footing. They might as well get some solid footing. That's all they can really do. And then we'll throw a sulfuric bomb there as well. Oh, and it affects everyone in a rank. That's very good to know. End the turn. They'll take a little bit of damage. But it doesn't go through their shielding, unlike Slay the Spire, where poison does go under shielding. So that's very good to know if you do want to do a little poison build. I've got no rush. Great sword would just murderize everybody, so let's just do that. And that murderizes everybody. Simple. More florins, more cards. Basically, relatively simple right here. And I'm going to be going with quick hands, quick pauses. I will say, where you've got hands, developers, you want to put pauses. Lots and lots of pauses indeed. I mean, it only makes sense. They're very fluffy. So, who do we have next? Helping Hand, Blackfoot Stash, or a Mentor. So, Helping Hand is a hooded figure with provisions, a chance to offload with the Blackfoot Stash, or we've got a Mentor to modify my deck. So, I'm probably going to go with Helping Hand. Let's see what provisions that are actually provided to us. May the wind always be at your back. Okay. What do you have for me? So this is just a way of increasing the number of cards that you do have in your deck. Invigorating Blow, deal 8 damage if final damage dealt exceeds 12, gain 2 stamina and gain 4 something. Restoration for health. That is quite cool. And I'm probably going to go with that because that combos quite well with Wendell's Charge. So we'll go with Invigorating Blow. And the road rise up to meet you. Aw, thank you, wolf friend. Who do we have up next? We have a Heavy Patrol, some Blackfoot Agents, or Quick Round. What does this little symbol mean? Heavy Patrol probably means that they're going to deadly boop us very hard. So let's go with... chance to duck into a brewery. It's not Blackfoot stuff, but it'll do you good. Or we can do some Blackfoot Agents that discards a random combat. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Let's go get drunk instead. Heal party by 50%. Not that we need it, but that's fine. Glug, 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 glug. And then some combat. A slicey dice, 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 dice. Let's do ourselves a slicey dice, 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 dice. So draw 2 cards, gain that, or we can do that, or we can set up to deal that, or we can sharpen steel, deal weapon damage 8, apply 4, which is some bleeding. Ooh, some bleeding would be quite nice. But let's actually start with a little bit of hatchet damage first against you. Excellent, and then we're going to draw 2 cards just to get a little bit of extra going in. Second win, draw a card and gain Vigor. The next time this character spends stamina is refunded, and that is removed. So we can actually use Second Wind on you, because you've only got the 1 thing left and everything else is 2. So we can do a Second Wind. So the next time this character spends stamina is refunded, and that is removed. So we can do this for a Second Wind. And that means we can now use a setup to deal 6 damage and apply 2 vulnerable. So if we apply the vulnerable, that means... Oh, weapon damage though! Weapon damage sounds fun with bleeding. I want to do that. I do want to do that indeed. So we're going to do that to you, if I can. Except I can't. That's danger. Invigorating Blow. So can I not do that with you? I might have got myself slightly confused out. I might have done things heck over backwards. So we'll do an Invigorating Blow instead. Let's do that. Oh, no, 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 no. Yes. Let's do that instead. There we go. And then maybe we can just deadly boop them into the ground. No, no deadly booping into the ground. Unfortunately, I probably misplayed my cards there because I got a little bit confused as to what did what. Again, there is a lot of different status effects for me to see. So, I got a tad confused. It happened. Uh-oh. No stab, stab, stab. My bear is big, though. My bear is indeed big. But we can throw a sulfuric bomb, which is brilliant. Sulfuric bomb is welcome. So, actually, can I just do a great sword here? There we go, that hits all of them. Let's get you throwing Sulfur. Perfect, that's going to do 5 damage to each of you. And then we can get a little 1x3 on... hold on. Yep, on you. Perfect. Charge on there. So that guy's going to die next turn. That guy's going to die next turn. Might as well do a Mercy and Momentum, discard a card, gain 3. That would have been brilliant with Wendeley. I should have done that. Or withdraw, apply 5 to target ally, move, swap them to target position. Is that just free? That's not free, is it? And that would require a little bit of will. That's the first time we've actually seen will come into the equation. So we're just going to end the turn here. And we'll see what happens first. The poison applies first. That's good to know. I've learned something today. And what cards do we have available to us? Deal 10 damage if target dies, gain 2 stamina. That is awesome. Vanguard, deal 6 damage if active character is in front rank, plus 4 damage. That is just 10 damage, basically. Or gain anticipation. The next time this character loses vitality from a stack... Apologies. The next time this character loses vitality from an attack, I can't read today, they gain 20 block for every stack of that. Ticks down by 1 each turn. So that's quite useful, actually. That's very good blocking. Moving on. And we've leveled up Rentford. Rentford has leveled up. We're going to give them even more stamina, but let's quickly check what we want to do here. Fortress! That is a lot. That is a lot indeed. Gain 25 block in Fortress. Every turn, gain 5 block. If this character moves, gain 1 pacified, and Fortress is removed, banish. So banishing the card removes it to the banish piles. Fortress is actually going to be incredibly useful there. Or Miasma. Every time you draw a card, apply 1 poison to a random opponent. That sounds awesome. Or Nefarious, apply 5 bleeding, draw 2 cards. Oh, this is a difficult choice. These are all 3s and 1s. As the bleeding sounds quite useful. That ticks down, so that is like poison, but it's just there. So I'm probably going to go with Nefarious, just because, again, we're not having to use will on that. I'm going to keep on getting my stamina up and up and up. And we have ourselves an altar, a chance to improve. Let's see how this works out. So, you're navigating some narrow shortcuts when you hear a crash behind you. One of your party has stumbled through a rotten wooden wall. You peer in and see a humble cedarwood shrine, which smells like home. There's no signs of inhabitants and the candles are freshly lit. Who erected it? Choose a character to permanently increase their max HP by 15. Yes. I'm going to get... Ooh, Rentford has the big bulky abilities, which I do appreciate. So we're going to go with Wendeley. Wendeley, you're going to get some bonus XP. Bonus XP and HP. And Juggler, a very acrobatic hare, throws all kinds of objects high into the air in a dramatic display. He seems to be drawing them out of thin air or some off-duty guards. What do these little symbols mean? Not quite sure. Still trying to work out what these little symbols mean, but we'll go with these, perhaps. On expiring spawns drunken guards. Or just combat. We can just move with a fight. We'll go with fight. Take their blood for Landon. Maybe House Landon, but that's a thug! Why are all of the thugs and thieves and heckin' people like little rats and little hares? Why can't they be friendly? Be friendly! Anyway, we're gonna throw like some sulfuric acid in their face. Here you go! Enjoy! Nom 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 nom. Delicious. And then we're gonna get ourselves a rush in maybe, or no mercy, or nefarious. Apply 5, draw some more cards. Let's do that. So we're going to get that going in, and we'll apply the poison, or well, basically poison is technically bleeding. We'll apply some bleeding to the big lad. Here you go. And then we've actually got ourselves something I can do. Withdraw, apply 5, block to target ally, move, swap them to positions. Let's do that. To you. And then we can just go over here. Hello! You're over here now. So what can we do with you? One of each. You can do a rush, which is not much. Or you can just do no mercy. Might as well do no mercy. Here you go. Hit them in the face. I'm going to end our turn here. I would do rush, but I want Wendeley to get their charge up. No! Poison, all the bleeding, and ow, and good things. So now who's going to get hit? So that's something was evaded. They evaded, and you evaded too. So now they're looking to move up and hit me. But because we can maneuver around, so can they. So momentum, discard a card and gain 3. That could be useful. So I could discard this second wind. So if I go to Wendeley, we can discard the second wind and go into... Oh, wait, no, it discards all your cards. Okay, so I'm not able to utilize Wendeley's charge just yet. Apply 2, deal weapon damage, which is 8. Invigorating blow. If I keep momentum, let's discard a card. So we'll discard a card. We can select a card to discard, so we'll discard second wind. There we go. And now we can do an invigorating blow if final damage dealt exceeds 12, gain 2 stamina. So that I would currently do 11, which isn't quite enough. But the 8 plus something is maths, which is good? Question mark. That's like a lot. That's 11 right there, so we can kill them. There we go. So they're deaded, and now we've got them moving up. So I can do an invigorating blow here, dealing 8 damage. If final damage dealt, yeah, blah de blah de blah. So let's do a little bit of setup. Deal 6 damage and apply 2 thingies. 2 vulnerable, so we can do that on you. There we go. Draw a couple of cards. We've got some quick hands, so you can do the quick hand thing. Oh no, you got the hatchet! You got the hatchet. If this breaks the target's thing, gain 2. Yes! There we go. They've gained the thing. And another invigorating blow. You can do the quick hands, because you've actually got the thing. Got nothing to do over here, that's fine. But we can do an invigorating blow with this. So we can do that on you. That's 8, 9, 10, plus the bleeding. Should be fine. Then they die? Because of the poison. Not the poison, well, the poison as well. But the bleeding, right? If I've got my maths right. Or not, they did nothing. That was confusing. Hatchet, well, let's just boop them then. Boop. And then invigorating blow by somebody. I don't know, let's just do that, I guess. And get you to do that. And we can just boop them. Or you can just hit them in the face a lot. You don't have to do anything fancy. That works. That works. And no mercy, withdraw or tensions. What is marked? When this character dies, stacks of something, I can never remember what that's called, vulnerable, equal to marked are applied to members of their party. Ticks down by 1 each turn. Okay. That's quite cool. Withdraw and no mercy. So I like withdraw. I like being able to move around the battlefield a little bit. That's quite cool. That's quite interesting. It's quite new. It's quite different. And we've got a load of drunken guards and brawlers. Okay. Oh, 300 florins. A fine opportunity to fleece these idiots. Yes. Thank you for the money. Search party, search party, search party. So just combat. Okay. Hello. So we can do them a deadly boop. And we're going to do them a deadly boop with a hatchet. Yes. So we want to break your will. There we go. Break your will. We've got a second wind and like momentum and all that shenanigans. So if I do second wind here, that is next time this character spends stamina is refunded and that is removed. So we can draw a card. There we go. And we can use their greatsword. So we can do the greatsword on you lot. And then yeah, that's how it works. And then my stamina was refunded because I played that little fist revolution sign. So we now got sharpened steel, deal weapon damage and apply bleeding, so that will make sure they die next turn. Oh, not quite next turn. Discard a card, gain 3, or solid footing, which I can't. Oh, I can do that. Character gains pacify, which ticks down, so I might as well do that actually. But with Rentford. Rentford can't do that. I can do this instead, sure. We'll use momentum, and we'll do solid footing, and that's fine, because then you'll have a heck ton of charge for next turn. I think that stays. I think that stays between turns. Let's check. So, he bleeds a little bit. You get hit. Yeah, that's fine. You get hit. But you don't attack. Oh, no, you do attack both. Okay. And it does persist. Okay, that's very good to know. That does persist. So, is my thing here. Invigorating blow. Delayed damage if final damage dealt exceeds 12. Yes! Go, 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 go. Yeah! And I gain health and stuff? Maybe? No? Maybe they have to have the health to do that. Okay. Again, I'm seeing as much as you've seen, and I've learned as much as you've learned. It's still extremely interesting to see what happens, though, because it's just having to learn a whole new game system. No, not solid footing. Withdraw. I like moving people around. That's quite cool. But now they don't have the thing. Heck. Setup. Deal 6 damage. We can do that to you. And then we've got a whole lot of things. Oh, wait. Can you throw that? No, you can't throw that because that is owned by Wenderley. Instead, we can do a rush, which will deadly boop you down. There we go. Hit, hit, hit. And do I have anything else that can deal damage right now? Or is it just like, draw a card? It is just draw a card. And I can't do anything else. Well, that sucks. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to withdraw on you. I'm going to move you over there. There we go. And then we can withdraw on you as well. So, can I do that? No, you don't have the stuff. What am I doing? Withdraw on you. There we go. Move you there. So now they've each got a little bit of extra shielding, which is quite useful. So you'll bleed out, so you die, and then you're going to hit them for 12. Is that right? Is that how that works? No, they've evaded. So they've moved around, and now they should just die next turn if my maths is right. Oh no, that was a guy bleeding. That was the guy bleeding. We'll just do no mercy. There we go. No mercy! Swipe. Gain a card. We've got ourselves a poison tip. Apply 3 poison. And it's cheap, so we'll go with that one. We'll go with that one. Moving on. We have a weasel to upgrade, so we're going to upgrade our stamina again. We've got nothing else that we can actually get right now. What's this over here, though? Choose a passive. Oh, there's passive abilities too. Oh, this is cool. Strategic. Whenever this character forcefully moves an enemy, apply 1 to the target. Everyone on this character's rank starts combat with 1 vigor. That's quite useful. Or poison. Yes. Whenever this character receives damage, you attack it. Yes. Yes, indeed. But I think you've seen quite enough. Go and pick up this game. It is brilliant. I heartily recommend it. It is basically Slay the Spire with our mellow, but there's so much more going on, and I absolutely love that. The moment I saw the fact that it's got passive abilities that you can actually sort of like apply to your character, like little badges, that's the sign that you just need to go and play this game. I don't want to spoil any more of it than I have to, and so just go play this game. It's so good, seriously so good. And Banners of Ruin has a lot more depth than any other sort of like card roguelike game that I have played or experienced. Slight confusion on my part. Yes, it is indeed released on the 30th of July, Banners of Ruin, so you can actually go and play this right now if you are watching. So you can go and play this right now. It is amazing. In early access, in a beta, so expect like a couple of little jaggies. But from what I've seen, incredibly polished. Not really much wrong with it in the slightest. I've just been enjoying it thoroughly, massively, and greatly. Indeed, and I'm losing words. I'm far too excited. I'm going to play more of this indeed. But yes, unfortunately, it does indeed come to that shield bit of this video. If you did enjoy it, hit that follow button. And if you massively enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button. If not, that's perfectly fun as well. Those sorts of things can go and just get excited, because basically we've got a fluffy Slay the Spire. It's so good. I like fluffy things. And fluffy Slay the Spire is brilliant. Otherwise known as Banners of Ruin. Yes, thank you so much for watching our videos, VODs, and live streams. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and indeed, a good night.